Hello guys. About my previous video about the upcoming BLs in the second half of 2022, I put 180-degree longitude passes through us at 6th position, and rightly so, it didn't disappoint. I am unsure whether to call it a BL, as similar to I Told Sunset About You, this series is also on the league of its own and couldn't be compared to the ongoing BLs. These works of art come once in a while, and the makers need guts to make something totally different from those fluffy BLs which are in trend these days. The story and screenplay. I won't say the story is unique, as even in the series the mom is making a Lacorn with the same theme. However, for a BL, if it can be termed as one and bold too, not because of the age difference, but falling in love with your dad's lover, seems a bit controversial. However, screenplay is the section where the series excels. With layers upon layers of info each episode to process what actually happened in the past, and all that from just 3 people, especially episodes 5 and 6, where the whole episode was just conversation between In and Wang. And that too without having any dull moment. The direction and editing. The director, Punazek, having worked extensively in theater, the series gives the feel of stage play with just one principal location and everything happening among the 3 principal characters in there. The editing is perfect, as episodes of just 3 people shouting, screaming and the deafening silence in between usually makes a series boring, hence, the editor did a good job in holding the attention of the viewers. The only episode which I found weak was episode 2. Especially the portion where Sejimol was talking, and I totally get why she was not told to tone down. I have got a lot of people in this channel who have worked in theater, and they know in stage plays we have to be a bit more loud and expressive, as unlike series we do not have a camera that could pan and zoom accordingly, hence we have to be a bit more expressive to get the attention of the live audience. The cinematography and art direction. If anything that gets the full marks, then that has to be the cinematography and art direction. This series is beautifully shot, the wide angles to the close-ups of the faces as well as the way the male leads are presented. I have never been distracted by a partial visible torso that much as Nike Nitidens. Similarly, the art direction is monochromatic, with just the shades of black from the house and the weather to the dresses and the furniture. As I binge-watched the last 4 episodes, at one point I just wished there would be a clear sunshine or someone would show up with an extremely vibrant attire. The art direction felt melancholic, and it rightly fitted the theme of the series. And I must mention the grill partition from In's bedroom, which depicts the prison he is living in, both physically and mentally. The dialogues and metaphors. The hard work is seen on the dialogues and the metaphors, like the lines and the bridges. The talk between In and Mole in episode 4, or the interrogation of In by Wang on episode 5, or their conversation on episode 6, the dialogues are on point and you have to be a bit extra attentive not to miss the details. However, I think the dialogues should have been a bit simplified so as to appeal a larger audience. The acting and the characters. All the 3 actors are casted perfectly for their role. I have personally known Mam Kathalaya for long, and she did a good job in portraying this broken, lonely and selfish mother. I am surprised by Pond. This is his best performance as far as I remember. The way he was able to deliver a convincing portrayal of this broken and lonely child of an overbearing mother shows he has a great acting career waiting for him. Similarly, I have seen Nike Nitiden for quite some time. However, he mostly did series from Channel 8, hence, never really worked with him, but man, what an actor he is. He was the only one whose part had less shouting and more silence, and he nailed it. The chemistry of both Nike and Pond is on another level. Without any sex scenes or even a kiss scene, they were able to show explicit sexual tension between them. My only complaint is the ambiguous kiss. Well, I can go on and on, but I do not want to give any spoiler to those who haven't watched the series. I know series like this is not the cup of everyone's tea, still you can give it a try. I am giving it a solid 9 out of 10. I would have given a 9.5, but I was not able to connect with their pain. I was excited to know what happened in the past and empathize with the characters, but I didn't cry with them. And I have 2 friends in Thailand who have been out in their family and still compelled by their parents to marry and have children. A friend who was thrown out of the family when she came out as lesbian and her father still wanted her to marry a guy. I was able to understand the selfishness of the characters, but it didn't make deep impact. Maybe it is just me, but a 9 is also a near perfect score. What are your views about the series? Do let me know in the comments. Cheers.